Okay. Quick sound check. Test, 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 test. Okay. All right, so have a seat and relax. We're gonna get started in just a minute here. Okay. So find your comfortable spot. And we're gonna begin with breathing. So you can sit with your legs straight or crossed, however you feel comfortable. And we're gonna first begin by inhaling through our nose and exhaling when you're ready through your mouth. Try and take long, deep breaths. Inhaling, filling your lungs completely with air. And as you exhale, imagine you're fogging a mirror with your breath. With each inhale, allow your abdomen to expand. And as you exhale, pull your navel in toward your spine. Breathing as you need to. With each inhale, allow your spine to get longer as your head reaches for the ceiling. And as you exhale, allow your shoulders to relax and feel grounded where you're seated. Now in the next inhale, we're gonna inhale as we raise our arms above our head, palms together if you can reach. And when you're ready to exhale, exhale through your nose, lowering your arms and hands down. So try and inhale as you lift your arms and exhale as you lower them. Breathing through your nose. As you inhale, try and lift your chest toward the ceiling. Now in the next inhale, when you're ready to exhale, we're going to turn our torso to the right side as we exhale and lower our arms down. And then inhale back to the center. And when you're ready to exhale, turn to the opposite side as you lower your arms and hands down. So we're alternating sides on the exhale. Continue moving with your breath. Inhaling as you lift your arms. Exhaling as you're rotating and lowering them. One more breath on each side. And when you're done, bring your arms in front and breathe naturally through your nose. Now from here, bring your forearms together and interlace your fingers. Lift your elbows. And we're going to make a circle with our knuckles toward the ceiling, flexing our wrists as we go around. Breathing through our nose. Slowly rotating and flexing as much as you can. Now notice the direction of the circle you're making. And we're going to move in the opposite direction. And then pause, release your fingers, and bring your hands together in front of your chest in prayer posture. Forearms parallel to the floor. Relax your shoulders, relax your elbows. Breathe through your nose. Prayer posture is a balancing mudra. Now straighten your arms out in front of you with the palms of your hands facing each other. And we're going to inhale and reach our arms as far back as we can. And then exhale, wrap your arms around, grab your shoulder blades with your hands and lower your chin to your chest. And breathe naturally through your nose. Now notice which arm is on top. Lift your head and inhale, reach as far back as you can. And exhale, place the opposite arm on top. Grab your shoulder blades and lower your chin to your chest. Now lift your chin, inhale one more time, and exhale. Bring your hands down in front of you, and take a moment to just breathe through your nose. Now from here, we're going to get up into a tabletop position on all fours. So spread your fingers wide, place your hands under your shoulders, separate your knees, and place your knees under your hips. Check that your index fingers are facing forward. And rotate your shoulders so that your biceps are facing forward and your elbows are facing toward your thighs. So from here, we're going to do cat-cow. Remember that our head moves last. We're going to keep our arms straight as we do this. So go ahead and inhale through your nose as you arch your lower back. And then at the very end, lift your head. When you're ready to exhale, keeping your head where it is, you're going to pull your navel in toward your spine, tighten your gluteal muscles as you lift your upper back toward the ceiling, and then lower your head. When you're ready to inhale, arch your lower spine and lift your head at the very end. Continue moving with your breath. As you exhale, remember to pull your navel in, tighten your gluteal muscles as you lower your head. Try and move as much as you can. Following your breath. Inhaling when you lift your head, exhaling when you lower. One more time. And then pause with your neck and spine in neutral position, parallel to the floor. And from here, we're going to pull our navel in toward our spine and inhale, reaching our right arm and left leg, opposite arm and leg. Tighten your gluteal muscles, pull your navel in toward your spine, and then exhale, lowering your right arm and left leg down. And then we're going to inhale, reaching our left arm and right leg, opposite arm and leg. Inhale, reach as much as you can. Exhale when you're ready, coming down. Continue following your breath, inhaling out and exhaling in. Keep your navel pulled in toward your spine. One more time on each side. And then pause in a neutral position. Now from here, we're going to spread our knees and bring our feet together and sit back in child's pose. So lower your hips to your heels and then lower your torso and forehead down to the mat and breathe through your nose. Now lift your head, straighten out your arms. And we're going to come back up to tabletop position. And we're going to slowly stand up, bending our knees, and then inhaling, reaching our hands up above our head, and exhaling, lowering our hands by our side. Now facing the front of your mat, stand with your feet under your hips, so make sure your feet are wide enough apart. Take a moment to observe your feet, make sure your weight is evenly distributed. And then we're going to inhale as we lift our hands up above our head, lifting our chest, and then exhale our hands back down. Again, we're going to inhale, reaching toward the ceiling, pull our navel in and swan dive down, bending forward, bend your knees, place your hands on the floor next to your feet, and take a moment to just gently move your knees back and forth. And then inhale, coming up halfway, neck and spine parallel to the floor. And then exhale, relaxing all the way down. Place your hands on the floor next to your feet and step your right foot back, keeping the left knee bent over the left ankle. When you're ready, inhaling, coming up into Warrior One with your hands in prayer posture in front of your chest. So our left knee is bent over the left ankle, our right leg is straight, our torso is facing forward, breathing through your nose. And then inhale, reach your hands up toward the ceiling. And exhale, bending forward, placing your hands on the floor next to your left foot. Step your right foot forward. Inhale up halfway and relax down again. This time we're going to step our left foot back, keeping our right knee bent. When you're ready, inhale, coming up into warrior one, hands in prayer posture. Relax and breathe. And then inhale, reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Exhale, tilting forward, placing your hands on the floor next to your right foot. Stepping your left foot forward. Bend your knees. And inhale, reaching all the way up above your head. Palms together, relaxing your hands down by your side. Now again, inhale, reaching up. And we're going to swan dive down, bending forward, placing our hands on the outside of our feet. Inhale up halfway and relax down. Placing your hands on the floor, step your right foot back, keeping the left knee bent. When you're ready, inhale up into warrior one with your hands in prayer posture. From here, if you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears, reaching your hands up toward the ceiling, breathing through your nose. You can look straight ahead or straight up, however you feel comfortable. And if your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up. And then exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of your chest. And then from here, we're going to inhale, reach up toward the ceiling. And this time we're going to turn our torso and our hips toward the right side as we lower our arms parallel to the floor. Turn our head to gaze out over our left fingertips. Our left knee should still be bent. Our right leg is straight. And we're now in warrior two. Breathing through your nose. Try and lower your shoulders. Now from here, rotate your left palm of your hand to face up toward the ceiling. Lower your right palm down toward your right knee. And we're going to inhale, reaching up toward the ceiling. You can stay here, or if you'd like to go further, reaching back, lifting and reaching back toward the back of the room. Continue breathing through your nose, keeping the left knee bent over the left ankle. And then inhale, reaching and lowering your arms back into warrior two. From here, we're going to straighten out our left leg. And then inhale, reaching forward. Lower our left hand down on our left shin and place our right hand on our right hip. From here, we're going to turn our torso, if you can, toward the right side of the room. And you can stay here if you'd like. If you'd like to go further, you can lift your right arm up toward the ceiling, parallel toward your left, and then you can move your left hand down to the floor if you'd like, in a full triangle pose. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And then inhale, bend your knee, and come back to warrior two. Breathing through your nose. And then slowly move your right arm, your hip, and your torso to face forward. Inhale, reaching your hands up toward the ceiling. Exhale, tilting forward, placing your hands on the floor next to your left foot. Step your right foot forward. Inhale up halfway and relax down. This time we're going to step our left foot back. And when you're ready, come on up into warrior one with your hands in prayer posture. You can stay here, or if you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears and reach up toward the ceiling. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up. And then exhale, bring your hands back to prayer posture in front of your chest. Now from here, we're going to inhale and reach our hands up toward the ceiling, and then turn our torso and our hips to face the left side. Adjust your left foot as needed, keeping the right knee bent. Lower your arms parallel to the floor. Lower your shoulders, lift your chest, and gaze out over your right fingertips. Try not to extend your knee, your right knee over your right ankle, or make sure it's above your right ankle and not in front of it. Breathing through your nose. Try and make your torso vertical to the floor and not tilted. Lift your chest. Now from here, we're going to rotate our right palm to face up and lower our left palm down to our left knee. So our right palm is facing up. Our left palm is on our left knee. Keeping the right knee bent. We're going to inhale and reach straight up. And you can stay here, or you can continue lifting and reaching toward the back of the room. Breathing through your nose. Lifting and reaching. And then inhale, reaching up, and exhale, bring your arms back parallel to the floor. Now from here, straighten out your right leg. And then inhale, reaching forward. Place your right hand on your right shin. Take your left hand down to your left hip. And you can stay here if you'd like, or you can go further. We're going to turn our torso to the left side of the room. And we're going to lift our left arm. Try and make it parallel to your right arm. And then if you'd like, you can lower your right hand down to the floor into a full triangle pose. So our torso should be parallel to the floor. Our arms, our shoulders are in alignment, and breathing through our nose. And then inhale as you bend your right knee and come back up to warrior two. Take a moment to just breathe through your nose. And then inhale as you move your left arm, your hips, and your torso to face forward. Adjust your left foot. Reach up toward the ceiling as you're inhaling. And then exhale, tilting forward. Placing your hands on the floor. Step your left foot forward. Inhale up halfway and relax down. Take a moment to just bend your knees, relax your head and shoulders. And then bend your knees, and we're going to inhale, bring our hands together above our head, lifting our chest, and exhale our hands down by our side. All right, now from here, we're going to find a comfortable spot where you feel grounded. Separate your feet just a little bit. We're going to do a quick balancing pose. And I guess I'll turn sideways. I'll just stand here and turn sideways. So bring your hands together above your head and lower them down just above your head. And from here, you can breathe naturally through your nose as you need to. But what we're going to do is lower our body down and lift our heels, but go as far as you can. So I'll do it first. Breathing naturally through your nose. I'm lifting my heels as I lower my body, bending my knees. Go as far as you can. If you can, come all the way down. But if you can't, don't worry about it. Just go as far as you can. And then when you're ready, come back up. So we're just going to go slowly, but go as far as you can, lifting our heels off the floor, balancing. If you can, come all the way down, then come all the way down. If you can't, go as far as you can. Try and keep your torso vertical to the floor. That's okay if you can't, just go as far as you can. So focus on keeping your posture. So you want to keep your hands above your head, your torso is vertical, not bent over, and just go as far as you can. Don't go any further. That's good enough. Don't go any further. Find your balance. And then stand up. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, lower your hands down. And we're going to sit down on the floor. So scoot up to the front of your mat with your knees bent. And we're going to grab our toes. And from here, just lift your chest and straighten out as much as you can your left leg. If you can't straighten it, that's fine. Keep it bent. Go as far as you can, breathing naturally through your nose. And then lower your left foot down. And we're going to switch to the right. So go ahead and stretch as much as you can. And then lower it down. Now walk your feet closer toward your body. You might find it easier to find your balancing point if you do. And then from here, we're going to lift both heels off the ground. And if you're ready, you can go ahead and try and straighten out your legs. Go as far as you can. If you can only go with your knees bent, that's fine. But work on finding your balancing point. Breathing through your nose. And then lower your feet down. And grab your elbows or wrists and relax. Now from here, we're going to move our arms to be parallel to the floor. Pull your navel in as you inhale and tilt back, lifting your heels off the ground, using your arms to help you balance. And from here, you can straighten out one leg or both, however you feel comfortable. Find your balancing point. And then lower your feet, grab your wrist or elbows and relax for a moment. Now from here, we're going to move our arms again parallel to the floor. Inhale and exhale as you slowly come down, moving your spine with control down to the floor. And stretch your arms out parallel to your shoulders with the palms of your hands facing the ceiling. Walk your feet under your knees. Pull your navel in toward your spine and lift your hips off the ground. And then lower your hips to the right side of your mat. Keeping your shoulders on the ground, take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose. And exhale as you allow your knees to relax to the left side and turn your head to gaze at your right hand. And then inhale and bring your knees, your head, and your torso back to the center. Adjust your feet again so that they're under your knees as much as possible. Pull your navel in toward your spine and lift your hips off the ground. And this time lower your hips to the left side of your mat. Take a deep breath, inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, allow your knees to relax to the right side as you turn your head to gaze at your left hand, keeping your shoulders on the ground. Breathing through your nose. And then inhale, bring your knees, your hips, and your head back to the center. Adjust your feet again, moving them as close to under your knees as possible. Pull your navel in toward your spine and lift your hips off the ground again. Lower your hips to the right side of your mat. Take a deep breath and inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, allow your knees to relax to the left side as you turn your head to gaze at your right hand. Now, if you'd like, you can straighten your right leg out over your left, lower your right foot down to the ground, keeping your shoulders on the ground, breathing through your nose. And if your right leg is straight, go ahead and bend it back over your left. And then inhale as you bring your knees, your head, and your torso back to the center. Adjust your feet again so that they're under your knees as much as possible. Pull your navel in toward your spine and lift your hips off the ground and lower them to the left side of your mat. Take a deep breath, inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, allow your knees to relax to the right side as you turn your head to gaze at your left hand. So knees relaxing to the right, head gazing at the left, shoulders on the ground. If you'd like, straighten your left leg out over your right and lower your left foot down to the ground, keeping your shoulders on the ground, breathing through your nose. And if your left leg is straight, bend it back over your right. And then inhale, bring your head, your torso, and your knees back to the center. Move your arms down near your torso. Adjust your feet so that they're under your knees as much as possible. Pull your navel in toward your spine. And this time, as we inhale, we're going to lift our hips off the ground as high as you can. And when you're ready to exhale, come down an inch away from the ground, not all the way. When you're ready to inhale, lift, pushing your heels into the ground, tightening your gluteal muscles. And when you're ready to exhale, come down an inch away from the ground. Follow your breath. Inhale, lifting, and exhale, coming down an inch away from the ground. On the inhale, tightening your gluteal muscles. On the exhale, relaxing. Now, in the next inhale, we're going to keep our hips lifted off the ground and move our arms, our straight arms, under our hips and back and interlace our fingers. Continue to breathe through your nose, tightening your gluteal muscles as you maintain the lift. One more breath. And then on the next exhale, release your hands from under your hips and lower your hips all the way down to the ground. Now straighten out your right leg, keeping your left knee bent. Observe your right leg on the ground and lift your left foot. Interlace your fingers below your left knee on your left shin. Breathing through your nose, relax your feet. Take a deep breath and inhale. And as you exhale, gently pull your left shin and knee toward your left shoulder while keeping your right leg on the ground. So keeping the right leg on the ground, with each exhale, gently pulling your left knee and shin toward your left shoulder. And release, lower your left foot, straighten out your left leg, and bend your right knee, placing your right foot on the ground. Observe your left leg on the ground. Lift your right foot off the ground and interlace your fingers on your right shin, below your right knee. Relax your feet. Observe your left leg on the ground and take a deep breath through your nose. As you exhale, gently pull your right shin and right knee toward your right shoulder. With each exhale, keeping your left leg on the ground. Relaxing your feet. And then release, lower your right foot back down to the ground. And this time bend both knees. And from here, we're going to lift our feet into the air and reach our hands up toward the outside of our feet. Grab the outer edges of your feet and bend your knees as you pull your feet down into happy baby pose. Our knees are on the outside of our shoulders. And from here, we're going to alternate lifting our feet, rocking side to side, giving your spine a nice massage. You can also rock up and down if you'd like, relaxing and releasing any tension you may feel. And if you roll out, just get back in. Try and move around over all of your back. And then inhale your feet up toward the ceiling, your hands toward the ceiling, and exhale, relaxing down. And we'll do our final pose for the evening, which is Shavasana, which is a conscious relaxation. So find your spot on the ground. You can cover yourself in a blanket if you'd like. Close your eyes. Separate the heels of your feet and allow your toes to relax to the sides. Move your arms a few inches away from your torso with the palms of your hands facing up toward the ceiling. Eyes are closed and we're focusing on our breath. As you inhale, allow your abdomen to expand, and as you exhale, allow your navel to contract toward your spine. Relax your jaw, relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Relax your arms and your wrists and fingers. Relax your hips, relax your thighs, Relax your calves, your ankles and toes. Observe your breath getting longer as your body relaxes. Now wiggle your toes and your fingers and slowly bring your hands above your head and stretch your body. And then bend your knees and bring them close to your chest and rock side to side. And then move your body to one side and take a few deep breaths through your nose. And then push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. And we'll end the practice by breathing. We're going to inhale through our nose as we raise our hands above our head, and then exhale through our mouth with a strong exhale. We'll do that 3 times, and then we'll end with the final breath. So go ahead and inhale. Again. Again. Now this time, inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Bring the palms of your hands together and pause at your third eye for kind thoughts. Pause at your lips for kind words. And pause at your heart center for kind intentions. Namaste. Thank you for joining us. And we will see you tomorrow. And again, if you'd like, you can always join us on YouTube at D Tarver or Relax and Revive. Have a good night.